Good evening, everyone. We're back.
Good evening.
Hey guys, listen, I haven't checked the computer, but when I go out there, I want to see a whole bunch of likes. I want to see some comments about what we talked about last week, where to meet people, because I know you all know other places to meet people. Let's share that information with our other female friends out here, because there's so
Don't
many
be
women.
stingy.
No, exactly. Don't be stingy, because there's so many women wanting to get into sincere, real relationships, and we can help each other because, what's for one person might not be for the other, and that's okay. You
That
know,
is so true.
no,
That's
because
true.
I'm like, mine is gonna come along. I told Wendy, I said, I claim it. I will be having company for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's.
All
I
right.
have claimed it. I have claimed it. So this week, guys, we talked about, where you can meet people and how you can meet people. Now we want to talk about what if you get discouraged? What do you do? What do you do, Wendy, if you get discouraged?
Don't. Don't be discouraged.
Said than done.
Yeah, so practically what can you do though? You have to accept invitations. And not just dates, but invitations, and that includes retirement parties, birthday parties, barbecues, just everything, right? You have to accept invitations. You got to get out.
You got to get out. And I know,
Yeah.
and you know what? When you say that, Wendy, and sometimes, ladies, when you feel like you're tired, you know what? Push yourself, push through, just get up and go.
Okay.
That
Yes.
might be the
Yes.
one time that you needed to go and you went and it was wonderful.
Yes.
Push, you
Yes.
got to push through. I
Right.
like that. I like that, Wendy. I like that a lot. Now,
Mhm.
I think that you have to do something different, of course. If you want different
Yes.
results, you gotta, throw that so this is the different thing. Throw that type out the window. You're looking for your kind of man, not your type of man. We talked about that a little bit last year sometime possibly. But
Mhm.
so don't look for the type. Look for the
Yeah.
kind of man. And the kind of man usually resonates with your soul, not with the outer aesthetics. Because
Right.
you talk
Right.
about type, it's usually the outer aesthetics. We need to be looking within. So look for that kind of man, that kind of man that fits who you are, what you embody. Not, oh, I want somebody 6 feet, handsome,
Yeah.
this complexion, making this amount of money.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
Yeah.
stop that.
Yeah. The numbers, the older you get, the numbers
They mean less.
decrease.
They mean
Yeah.
less. And even when you're younger, they shouldn't mean that much. The numbers should only mean a lot when you're in your 30s, late 20s. When you start pushing into the 40s and you're not married and you have no children, those numbers have to change. I'm sorry. Not to say that you should want less for yourself, because you should never want less for yourself. You should get what you think you're entitled to.
Oh, absolutely. No,
But
no, when I said numbers, I meant the number of potentials. You know
oh,
what I
okay.
mean?
See, I'm talking. I'm all on another sphere. I'm talking
Yeah.
about dollars and cents and height and all of that stuff. But those numbers still have to change. When you're in your 50, talking about you want someone that makes $100,000. At that age, you probably should be able to meet someone that's still working that makes that amount of money. But that should not be your driving force, because
Right.
that's a type.
Right.
That's not
Right. So
common.
like they call it some six pack, six figures, and six something else. I don't know I forget of the
Oh,
third
I
one.
know what it is.
What
I
is
know
it?
what it
What
is.
is it?
It's
What?
6 inches or more.
No, I don't think so, Claire.
It is, girl. Yes, it is. Yes, that is one of the sixes.
That's what it is.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That, that, that,
Anyway,
that is what,
listen, AARP.
what does that
I'm
mean?
quoting AARP now, okay? They say there's a spot in Santa Barbara, California.
Okay.
And I mean, we're not there, but I'm saying this is a place called the Nest, where everybody there knows everybody there is single if you're there between 9 and 10.
Okay.
So, that's like a pickup spot or whatever.
Right.
You
Okay.
understand? So you got to find the spot. It just makes it easier when you don't have to figure out, are they single? Are they married?
Oh,
So
so you
you
say find
find
a
a
spot where there's a time frame for just single people to be. Oh, I like that.
single mixers.
Yeah, single mixes. I
That's
like
what we're
that
talking about. Yeah, we got to find the single
Single
mixers, and
mixers.
we should be able to find them in everywhere. Hopefully
I
some of
would
our
think so
audience are,
too.
yeah, located different places. So yeah, you got to find one in your city, and we got to find one in ours.
Well, and another thing, ladies, something else different to do, and this is if you're online dating, if you have a Facebook page, an IG page, a Snapchat page, the pictures that are on that page should be pictures of what you like to, of you. If you are someone that likes the outdoors, you should have a lot of pictures of yourself outdoors doing whatever it is that
Yes,
you do outdoors. So that
that's personalized. It
yeah,
shows
and
your
they can know
personality. Yes.
exactly because
Yeah.
that way you're going to attract your kind. You're going to attract your kind of man.
Your outdoor guide, if you
Right,
want to
someone
be
that has
outdoors. Yes.
exactly the same interests that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that I read that I thought, yeah, that makes sense because when you just have all those nice little poses, you're inside, they look like photography pictures. No one really knows, who you are, what you like.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, she's cute.
Exactly. You like to work out,
Yeah.
take some pictures while you're in the gym or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is that you like to do, put those kinds of pictures on your pages, whether it's IG, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, or whatever. Put those kinds of pictures out there.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, because
That's good advice.
yes.
Yeah.
So but
Yeah.
yeah, so Wendy opened us up by saying, "Don't get discouraged," and I agree with her. So we have to back ourselves into that. How do we keep ourselves from getting discouraged? So the things that we've mentioned so far are things that to keep yourself from getting discouraged. And sometimes you just have to have the tenacity and the drive to say, "I am not going to get discouraged." You have to look at yourself and you have to decide, are there any things about me that I need to change that'll make a difference in my life where I won't be discouraged? You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
we all
Mm-hmm.
want to we all want to feel good about ourselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Right.
that goes without saying. But another thing, ladies, another way not to get discouraged, you gotta have hobbies of your own. Have some hobbies, things that you like doing, because you know what? When you're feeling like things aren't moving at the speed that you want them to move at, you can now defer to something else to take your mind off of that for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
have a hobby, always have something that you'd like to do, and if you have grandkids, spend more time with your grandkids or whatever. Send them back home though. They don't have to stay overnight. Let me stop, just kidding.
I was just thinking of something when you said that, having hobbies. And it just pooped right out of my mind. They said quick.
Oh no,
Yeah, it'll come back though. Keep on going. That was really good though. That was not only about having the hobbies, but in those hobbies, it could be something that could, like, I like to cook.
right,
So if I took a cooking class, we talked about golf classes in the
right.
previous one. So if I took a cooking class, there may be some single gentleman in there also taking a cooking class.
Exactly. Taking a cooking
Mhm.
class as well. That
Yeah.
that is, that's a good. I want to do that. I think
Yeah.
singles cooking classes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Look at all these businesses that we could create, ladies. Look at all these things that we can do. And in doing all this thing, we put ourselves in a position to meet someone.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like-minded people. Mhm.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. I
Yeah.
like that, Wendy. Okay, singles cooking class. We got singles cooking classes,
Golf classes.
got golf classes, we've got speed dating. And hey guys, if you've never done speed dating, if nothing else, it's fun. It's fun because there's nothing like having someone sitting in front of you and in your head you're saying, "This is not my kind. This is not my type." But you're sitting there smiling, "Hi, my name is da da da," or whatever. But that's not what's going on in your brain. And you can't wait for that 3 minutes to be up for him to move on to someone else.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. It seems long.
Hey, it's like 3 hours.
Well, I really don't like small talk, I'm just one of them people that don't like small talk, so it might
Uh,
work for me. The 3 minute speed dating might work for me.
you know what, and I don't like silly small talk, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
interesting stuff, but not that, oh, what's your favorite, whatever, you know,
Color and all that kind of
I know, right? You trying to buy me an outfit or something? I know my favorite color.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see, what else did I have on my list? We talked about, changing up your pictures on your Facebook page. We talked about joining clubs, and we talked about last week about volunteering where men volunteer at. And that is especially if you're retired. If you retired early and you're still pretty active and whatnot, that is definitely a place to be. With
Those run walks too, Chris. Those
exact.
run
Oh
walks.
yeah.
They just had the Javita Moore. It was a run that I used.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
so
it wasn't Javita Moore. It was for
what's it called?
Javita from the
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. I think it was the brain cancer or something like that. The
Oh,
ones went
okay.
to.
So did you walk or run?
I did not do either, but I was like, I should. I should. Next, that's a good one to do. Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, that you and you will definitely find some men there because that's if you're doing building and
Yeah.
most men like to do things like that. So
Yes.
there's a lot of things to do if you get discouraged. But the one thing is you have to be willing to look introspectively and look at yourself first and say, hey, what am I doing that things aren't working out, so I'm getting discouraged. And then when you figure that out, you sit back, you relax for a while, you work on your hobby, you spend time with your grandkids, you take a vacation for a weekend, go stay in a hotel,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
something
Just a new
different.
perspective,
There
right?
you go, right there. Go
Yeah.
stay in a local hotel, ladies, a nice hotel, okay? I hate to say it, but spend a few pennies. Go stay in a nice hotel for not even for the weekend. Go on Friday, go as soon as you can check in because most of the business, listen up, the businessmen are going to be downstairs in the bar area in the lobby because they just got in that evening. They're sitting down, they're having a cocktail, they might even still be talking some business. You pop up in there looking all sassy and cute, sit at the bar, cross your legs, and you know what? And as good as you're going to be looking, you won't even have to get the bartender's attention. He'll be over there and he'll be moving so fast, the men will be looking like, who's that? Who's that? Come on, we have to set the environment for ourselves. We have to create what we want. So,
Oh, I know what I was going to say, Chris.
okay.
Absolutely. On that point, on that very point. I've been told many times that you got to focus, and these are from people who are married,
Uh-huh.
that you got to put as much time and attention as you did getting a job, going through school or anything else that you want, your degree, whatever you aspire to do or did attain, you got to put as much effort into finding,
I agree.
your
I agree.
relationship,
So
your
so
husband,
so there
wife.
you go. There's another one. When you get discouraged, when you
Mhm.
look introspectively, are you putting in enough effort? Okay.
Yeah.
And enough effort might be that one time when, oh my God, I'm so tired, but your friend's having this great house party. You haven't been to a house party in a long time, but you get up, get out, force yourself to go.
Yeah.
'Cause that'll be the
Yeah.
time that you probably have the best time to meet someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or you meet someone at the party that knows someone who's single and I think
exactly.
they're perfect for you. Yeah.
Exactly. You know
Yeah.
what? I had that happen to me only once in my life when I met a guy. But okay, so no, that's not true. He was a friend of a friend, and I happened to run into them this is when I lived in New York. I happened to run into them. I don't know, maybe a department store or something. And I was talking to the young lady, and he was like, "You look like who?" Back then they said I looked like Diana Ross. Back then I was Diana Ross. Now it's what's her name? What's her name? Um, I've got back then I used to get Diana Ross and Oprah, but now I get How to Get Away with Murder lady. practice.
Oh,
Yeah, so I get her now. But anyway, so he was like, you know what?
but yeah, I know what you're talking
Um,
about.
he was like, I have a friend that I would like you to meet. You know,
Uh-huh,
maybe we can go double date or whatever.
uh-huh.
It never materialized, but it did happen.
Oh,
I
you didn't get the
no,
introduction?
I never met the guy. I never met the guy because every time I would call up the girl that I was acquainted with, you know, she'd be like, "Well, I'll call up whatever her boyfriend's name was. I'll call up so and so, blah blah blah," you know, and that kind of thing. And it went back and forth. I was like,
Yes,
"Okay,
yeah, didn't happen. Okay, but so we just need to play those odds.
And, well, yeah, and, well,
Those
that's
odds,
true. That's true. That is so.
yeah.
And you know what else, ladies? You might say, well, he might think I'm shopping for my man. No. Go in the men's department, just pretend like you're looking around sometimes. Now, they might think you're shopping for your man, but what you can do is if you see somebody, you know, they got no ring on, they're walking around, you know, looking and whatnot, you can walk up to them and say, excuse me, do you think that a young man like 25 or 26 would like something like this? Come on, we got to create
That's
stuff.
a good one, Chris.
We
Does
got
this tie go with this shirt? I'm trying to dress
exactly.
my son.
But you
Yeah,
gotta let them know up front that
yes,
it's not for your man. You know, oh my nephew.
right.
You know what I mean?
That's a good
I'm
one.
looking for a gift from a nephew. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah. And what are you doing? Are you shopping for yourself? No, we
Hey,
gotta,
that is an excellent one. Have you done it, or you just came up with
you know
that
what?
off the
No,
top of your
I've been in the men's department, you know, and I've seen men that you know, were attractive, but I never thought about that until now that we're having this conversation. That's a good place to go in the men's department.
You,
Ladies, not it. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. That might not be nice to say that, but you know what? Find a nice department store and you know do that. And hey, listen to this. That Friday that you go to the hotel or Saturday, but I say Friday because that's when the businessmen come into town and they're hanging out in the bar having a drink before they go up to the room. Get up that day and go to one of the better department stores and then go check in the hotel. Come on. We like you said, when we gotta put the work in, we gotta be creative. You know, we
yes,
got to put the work in.
yes.
I'm putting that on my list for I'm doing that. I know the hotel I'm going to. Again, I know the store I'm going to as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's really all great ideas, actually.
No, I think we've come with some really good ideas tonight.
Mhm.
I like them all. So
And
late
they're different. They're out of the
out of the
norm.
outside of the box.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So ladies, you know, we need you to put your thinking caps on because you might have some other ideas that you can leave us a message and let us know, and we can share those at another time with you know with our listeners and viewers. We can share that with them another time. So please, if you have any ideas, leave us.
Oh, are you getting ready to close up, Chris? I want to
Uh-huh,
tell you one little story
No,
before we
no, go
close.
ahead. We have time.
Okay. So this was a miss. This was a miss on my part. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was in the grocery store recently. Just not, you know how you go somewhere, you're not looking your best, you know.
Right,
In
right.
the grocery store. But the music was so good, and this, I mean, it's like 80s vibe, you know, just jam.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying not to dance in the grocery store. I'm picking out wine, but I'm trying not to dance, but I got a little, you know,
Little bounce going.
I'm trying to hold it in. And this guy passes by me. I didn't even see his face. And he says to me, go ahead, you know you want to dance. And he walks on by, and I'm looking at his walk. I just see the back of him, and I'm like, he's got a nice walk.
And Denzel walk going on.
Missed.
Yeah, that was a
And I
compliment.
just laughed. When he said it, I just laughed, right?
You know, I would look at him and said, "Okay, let's dance."
Right. And I thought about that like 2 minutes later, yeah.
After the fact, right? We're always late. You know, dollar short and day late.
Right.
Oh man, any closing thoughts, Wendy?
Ladies, don't be discouraged. We got to keep our heads up. We got to encourage each other. We got to encourage ourselves. Okay. Hey, it's not over. Let's go after what we want. If we want a relationship, let's go after it and be positive.
Exactly, and it's not over until we meet someone. Then it's over. Okay, And that
Right.
means all of us, everyone that's single, that's looking to meet someone, whether you want to get married or be in a
Yes.
long-term relationship. Some people don't want to get married. They're fine just cohabitating for years until, that time comes. But so, you know what? Click that bell, turn the bell on so you'll know when we have new content out there. Subscribe, definitely leave us a comment and like the video. Just like the video. We're trying to
Right.
grow,
Right.
help us
Please.
grow. Right, Wendy, it was great. I think we've shared a lot of good information, and hopefully, you ladies out there find this information worthwhile as well. And if you have any questions, leave us a comment with that as well. So,
Yes.
when you want to close this out,
Yes. I hope everybody has a great week and we'll see you soon.
all right, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and turn on the notification bell.
All of that. All of that. Please.
All of
One
that.
of those.